What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Gosh, it feels like I've been gone for a super long time. It's actually only been 2 weeks. So I thought I'd kick this off with something interesting. I did a pre-Halloween live because I thought there's a chance we'll be busy on Halloween, and I was right. Oh, I got to move a bunch of this stuff over. Look at this terrible. So first live stream in my new setup down here. So none of this is all just super duper sloppy. Let's move some of this over so that everything's nice and on screen. Yeah, we have a mystery knife to give away. It's actually in this container right here. Sorry, you're seeing the corner of my laptop down here. Sorry about that, or wherever this is. Yeah, we have a mystery knife to give away, and it's a nice knife. I actually ended up with 2 of them. So I'm going to pass one of them on to a lucky winner tonight. There's a single knife in there. It's a nice knife. I think whoever ends up winning is going to be really, really happy. What do you need to do? Well, like it says on the side of the screen there, step 1, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. Step 2, there's a link in the description. All you need to do is follow that link, watch the video. It's really short, and then leave a comment. Hello. Got my Vero Synapse XL this week. Wow, home run. Yes, the Synapse XL is awesome. You've got an Unums on coming in on Wednesday. That's super cool. Will I win? No, but I'm here anyways. You might win. It's a cool knife. One that I have reviewed, and one that I gave a positive review to. Neves. I'm live, but I'm still coming. Oh, man. Okay. I'm never gonna give that traction, but you are free to keep saying it. Tyler Payne, what up? Spirited Whiskey, what's up, man? By the way, Spirited, I need to get back to you. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you, buddy. This has been a crazy. I will tell you all about it, buddy. This has been an unbelievably busy transition for me, but I will get back to you, I promise. Tristan Murphy, thanks for the donation. How's the gunstock treating it? Use it yet? No, I'm afraid to, man. Like, that is such a nice knife. Also, did you guys notice that video went viral? There's a what the heck? That video has 110,000 views, like out of nowhere. YouTube does that, right? It's just like, a normal video for me will be, I don't know, like a knife review, like a normal one is like 2,000 to 4,000. A normal unboxing is like 10 to 20,000. And for whatever reason, Tristan's Gunstock got 110,000 views. I messaged Clark Knives and I was like, I am so sorry if your DMs are getting flooded. And they were like, no, we are very happy. He was like, no, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I'm glad that worked out. Boss619, thanks for the donation. What's the best knife you own under $150? The best knife that I own under $150. Let me think about that. Hang on, let me open up the collection here and take a look. Under $150. Yeah, you know what? It's the Cold Steel Code 4. And I think a lot of people in here are going to agree with me. If you're going to spend under $150, the Code 4 and I should own an American Lawman, those are some of the best knives that you can get under $150. Like, there's a lot of good knives, but if you want, like, all around, like, capable of freaking everything, yeah. Tristan, so I told you to send it back Dole. Better get to use it. You want me to send that Dole? Man, I don't want to use that. It's too beautiful. You did a great job at the edge. Let's see. Code 4. Spyderco PM2. But yeah, Spyderco PM2. But is the PM2 under 150? I thought it was over. I know people are like, but if you get it on Amazon, nah. Well, Amazon's okay. Like, it's an okay place to buy a knife. I don't like, when people are like, oh, I get my my cold steels for way less money on Amazon. Well, yeah, because a lot of times those are factory seconds. And sometimes a factory second is like nothing more than a weird blemish that you can't even see. And sometimes it's more than that, So I'd rather pay full price on a retailer. It doesn't have to be one of the retailers that I used down in my description, but I'd rather pay. Like, here's the thing. If you're going to use Amazon for like tools and stuff yeah, go ahead. I have links. I use Amazon. I provide links through my Amazon program, which I do get a kickback from, for my tools and stuff like that. But I don't link the knives anymore because I just worry about that. PM2's 145. Okay, all right. Spirit, is it bad that I used to have the Warglaives on my Oh my Fury Warrior. Are you serious, man? You had those? You had them both? That's amazing if you had them both. That's incredible. During the Black Temple days in World of Warcraft. Tristan again. Okay. Can we bring it out? Others are asking about it now. Yeah, sure, man. He's like, I need to see it. I need to know that it's still there. It's still here. Don't worry. Here we go. Oh boy, that is just a sweet deal there, man. Here, should we just layer out here? There we go. How about like that? We good? Yeah. Oh, we're not catching the right reflection though. I need more like this. Well, in any case, there it is. Let's see. I'll put that case up there so I don't. Top Fury Warrior back then. You'd have to be one of them if you had the Warglaives. That's crazy. Let's see here. And I'm so. By the way, I know that I said that I was going to tell everybody I was going live on social media today, but we were so busy, and I had to scramble, to put this together. So we will officially be going back to the regular live stream schedule next Saturday and on, and I will make sure that everybody's aware. So if you're watching this in the future and you're like, you said you were going to say something on the community tab and on Instagram if you're going live, I'm sorry. That's how busy of a day it was. But I will do that next time. So, and I will still give stuff away. So don't worry. Let's see here. What's that knife on the top? This is the new Hinderer EK dagger. Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow. Look at the back. That is crazy. This is a crazy, very sort of the pinnacle of the dagger fixed blade kind of this is pretty sweet, right? So these are I think they're either 3V or 01. This one's 01, so you can go classic or you can go new age. Pretty sweet. There's pretty much only one use for that. That's not much of an EDC knife. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it is single bevel. Yeah, it is like a sword. That makes me want a Hinderer sword. Like I want this, but I want it to be made into a sword. Like a much longer sort of like hand and a half and a much wider cross guard, but this blade, but 50 inches. I want a freaking sword that looks just like this. That would be sick. Let's see. Okay, so when people ask me, are Rockstead knives worth it? If you're contemplating a Rockstead, it's only a matter of time. Like, once you cross the threshold of consideration with a Rockstead, you probably will end up owning one. But you have to be okay with the fact that you are going to be overpaying. Are they nice knives? Oh yeah, they're incredible. Rockstead knives are incredible knives. Still, I think anyone who picks one up is kidding themselves if they're, saying that they're not overpaying by a little bit. I've maintained that my Higo 2, I love that knife. $1,500 though. To this day, I feel like I overpaid by at least $300. Why? Where am I getting that number? I don't know. Intuition, just my gut. Yeah, it's hard. Like, the cutting performance is rivaled by almost nothing. But it's just like, I just can't see where at least $300 is going. Great knife. Definitely better than, your two, three, four, five, six, seven, $800 knives, right? Once we start to get up into Shirogorov territory, that's when I start to get a little like, ugh. That's kind of what I mean. Sharp Things, welcome to Knights of the Round Knights. Raise your swords. All hail Sharp Things. Enjoy the emojis and badges. If you're wondering what the heck that's all about, Sharp Things just joined my Knights of the Round membership program. It supports the channel, and you also gain access to the color-changing badges that you're seeing beside people's names in chat. Starts off with blue. After a month, it's green, and then purple after 3 months, red after 6 months, gold after a year, and platinum after 2 years, which we don't have anybody there yet, but I think there are some people within a few months. It's $1.99 a month. You'll also gain access to the exclusive Excalibur emojis that people are showing off in chat, and you can find the link for it right down in the description. I believe it's the second link down in the description. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. You should be able to check your YouTube, something in your YouTube profile, Tristan. You can see how long you've been a member. But 2 years is the final helmet, which is platinum, and it does glow. I added a glow barrier it'll only show up for people using night mode on YouTube. But I figure most of you guys are using night mode, so yeah, it does look cool. What's in the case? That's the mystery knife. I'll reveal it towards the end of the live stream. Oop. Okay, let's see here. Membership tab. There you go. What's in the case? The mystery knife. Don't worry, guys. Pew Pew 77 made it. We're all safe. Hey, 238 people watching. What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for joining tonight. How long are the live streams? Why, are you going to duck out if I tell you? Because I said towards the end. They're about an hour. It's okay. Let's see here. 14 months. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm still going to be here in 10 months. As long as I don't get demonetized, that badge will be available. Dakota Bonaker says, wow, I actually made one. Yeah. Hey, welcome. Brothers Lightning OTF still holding up? Yep. And my sisters and my dad's all still holding up. Jake, LH22, Jake Harrison, thanks for donation. I saw my wee upshot on your Buckle Up Knife Guy last Sunday. Can't wait for you to speak on that overpriced stuff going on recently so I can avoid it. So the upshot is not quite like I think a lot of knives from Wii are a bit high, and the upshot was not necessarily what I was talking about, but I do think that one's a bit high, and I'm a little bit frustrated with Wii throwing stamped out clips on some of their nicer stuff, because I feel like that's just a way to like cut costs, and then it's already an overly simplified titanium frame lock. But no, I handled something I was just like, come on. Like, it was so ridiculous. And that was mainly what I was getting at. Zach Sowell, welcome to the Knights of the Round Knights. Raise your swords for Zach Sowell. It looks like he's back as a knight. So welcome back. Enjoy the badges and Excalibur emojis again. Let's see. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm reading something here. Okay, I'm not going to touch that comment. Let's see here. MC, what's going on with Spyderco right now? Are you expecting a holiday product release? I don't know. I keep hearing about a steel shortage, which is, I don't know if maybe it's more or less true, but I've noticed that there's a lot less activity on a lot of retailers, right? It's not just the stuff that's already hard to get, but You know, for a long time now, we've been seeing like weird shortages of things that have always been available. And I imagine I've also heard of a lot of like the popular companies expanding like their ability to produce knives to make more. Obviously, demand is rising and supply for a lot of things is not there. So, I mean, obviously, whenever that happens, we see price increases, right? We're seeing that. So I don't know if Spyderco is going to release anything. I don't know if Spyderco is going to release anything towards the end of the year or not, but I would imagine they've got some real spicy stuff in 2022. In fact, I would imagine 2022 is going to be a particularly spicy year for the knife world. That's my guess. Are Norsemen's worth it? I don't know. You have to really like the look. The newer ones are a lot nicer than they used to be. If you love the look, it'll probably be worth it to you. MCO, planning on reviewing the new Cormorant from Kaiser. Been wanting one for a while now, so I would love your thoughts on it. I've never seen it. If somebody send me a picture on Instagram, and I'd be happy to take a look, at least at the picture, for sure. Jake, LH22, etc. Thanks for the donation. Yeah, you said meh a couple of weak clips, and I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's the same clip. It's not even like it's a unique clip. And it's stamped out like it's the same clip. It's like something that could easily go on a Civivi, but they put 3 holes in it to make it look like it was special. And then sometimes they anodize it. Like on that one, they put like the cool and kind of hammered or like chippy finish on it and anodized, kind of made it look like flakes. That's cool. I do that, but also like make it a 3D milled clip. I know that that's more expensive to do, but it looks better, right? Phil Corvelli. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome to Knights Around. Knights raise your swords. All hail. Enjoy the badges and swords. Let's see here. Just ordered my first Ritter Hogue. Can't wait for it to show up next week. You're going to love it. Still point of diminishing returns. Still. It's one of the best knives you can get. That's the line. I mean, you know, if part of what you're factoring in is American manufacturing, definitely. Is that a Rockstead? Yes. The Rockstead Psi T is what this guy is. Yeah, wow. This is a $2,000 knife. $2,000. Regular Psi. In VG10 clad ZDP 189 is $1,600. I'm a little confused. Everything that I see online about the Psi T just lists it as ZDP. Why didn't they clad this one? You get the the special iridescent DLC coating on this for an extra $300, and it's also a Tanto. I like the Psi T, but my goodness, $2,000. Oh man, crazy, crazy, crazy. Keep that separated there from the XL Void. He says, wow, a fixed blade on the table. It's unusual for him to say, yeah, it is, but it's a Hinderer fixed blade. Aussie Euro says, awesome channel. Keep up the daily content. Much love from Australia. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to keep pushing hard with content. And I mean, there's no reason to slow down or stop now. I love doing this. You ever get deploying that Warlock down? Kind of. I'm going to be real careful here because we got a lot of stuff on the table. I'm not going to be able to show it off properly, and kind of. I've been playing with this a lot. That is one of the most tempting, ultra expensive knives right now. And I say ultra expensive, like that's a $700 knife. If they had, and I know this is a dumb reason, right? Because the difference in like what it costs Paragon to purchase S35EN versus purchasing 20 CV is negligible. But I just have I have these silly reservations with steel, right? As much as I preach the opposite, I'm like, don't do this. I still have that part of my subconscious. If that was in 20 CV, M390, 204P, I would probably pick one up. I'm still tempted at S35VN though, because like the logical part of my brain is like, that's dumb. The thing's overpriced either way. I could see that being, like a $550 knife. I have no idea why it's, and even at 550, a lot of people say no, but at 550, and if it was, 20 CV, I'd already own it. It's just hard. $700, it's really hard. Yo, MC, what's on your radar for new personal knife? I ordered another Herman. Yeah, I love Herman knives. I picked up something in M398. Ooh, awesome stuff. There's a knife that I will easily spend 700 on. You want to know what knife out there right now has a roughly around a $700 price tag that I will buy without hesitation? A Herman knife. Yeah. If you go to Polish Custom Knives and go look at Herman knives, and you're like, oh man, $700, that's a lot of money. That's probably one of the best value knives in that territory that you can get right now. Herman knives are no joke. Let's see here. What's my daily carry? I mean, it's all over the place. I've been carrying what's in my pocket right now is the Spyderco Para 3 that I've got my my RGT skinny scales on. This thing is just amazing. This is Maximate. It got a workout today. Obviously, I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's junk all over it. And then it's got the MXG clip. Yeah, I carry that a lot. I also carry my Rockstead. I've been carrying my full titanium Eclipse Bowie a lot. This is my smoothest Hinderer. This is a stupidly smooth knife. Yeah, knives like that. Let's see. Do a house tour? No. I don't want to share the layout of my house with the internet. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't mind I did a dungeon tour. I don't mind that. Probably keep the layout of my house private. Glock Shooter 24, thanks so much for the donation. Did you buy the last monotone slim in M398? I got mine this last week. Love it. No, I didn't. But you'll find out what it is. I don't know how soon, but somewhat soon. Jake LH22, I scored a textured tie one for my 3 Eclipse this week on Facebook, and I've got the builds on all of them coming along nicely. Just need black hardware. Yeah, it's like whenever you want to build a Hinderer, you can get most things done, but there's always 1 or 2 elements you have to wait on. So I feel that. That's fun. That's part of it, though. Cameron, thanks for the donation. Is your membership busted? I was a member. No, it's not. There are members in here right now. If you I got demonetized and it kicked everybody off, but it also revamped everybody's membership when I was remonetized, both times. How many YouTubers are demonetized and then remonetized twice? Anyways, no, it's not busted. You should be able to go in and turn it back on or just activate it again. If your card changes or something happens with your card, then it shuts it off. But outside of that, I don't know. But yeah, you should be able to just go. It's a second link in the description. You should be able to add yourself back in. Have you ever lost a knife that you really miss to this day? Lost? No, I've never lost a knife, but I have sold knives that made me feel incredibly stupid. A great example, the knife that I missed the most was the VECP non-flipper. Years ago, I sold my original VECP non-flipper 5 years ago, and I have been kicking myself ever since. And lo and behold, he brought it back. I picked this up brand new at USA Made Blade, and I was happy to do it. One of the plainest knives at about $425, but it was no hesitation. VECP non-flipper is absolutely legendary. It's one of my favorite knives ever. I will own that. I will never get rid of that knife. Let's see. David Silva, the dad joke champion, is here. Hey, what's up, man? Let's see here. Daniel McCobb, Mr. Metal, you're the man. My bad again, and I never say sorry, but I'm here. All right. I mean that's fine. I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's cool, man. I'm glad you're here. Cameron, thanks for the donation. It's fighting me pretty hard right now. I'm trying. It's fighting you. Oh man, that's weird. All right, I'm sorry. You ever order a knife from Knife Center? Yeah, and Knife Center has gotten. If I'm mistaken, Knife Center has gotten better about how they list things. I think they have a different prioritization on things that are in stock, or they show it differently, which I am a big fan of. For the longest time, I was not a huge fan of that. Actually, I've recently reached out and said if you guys ever want to work with me to provide links, because Knife Center is absolutely a trusted. I don't have any links for you guys. I'll just say this, just so you know, authenticity. Knife Center is a great place to buy knives from. Absolutely. You don't need to hesitate with Knife Center. Just make sure that what you're buying is actually in stock. It will say right below it. If it's in stock, it'll have a box highlighted in green. But Knife Center is excellent. Let's see here. What is the most you would ever spend on a knife? Well, it keeps going up. Right now, the most I have ever spent is about $1,500, which that's probably my limit currently. My wife recently bought me a knife that was about the same or a little higher. So yeah, and then everybody knows my Herman, which I told people on a live stream. That was actually a gift from Herman Knives, and they were open about it, and I wanted to be open about that too. So while that knife is a $3,000 knife, I did not actually pay for that. But here's the thing. I get offered things like that for free a lot. But sometimes the offer is before I've reviewed it. So this is my justification here. I had already reviewed Herman Knives without them ever contacting me, without them ever even knowing that I existed. I didn't know they existed either. I handled a knife from them it was not sent by them, it was sent by my buddy Scott. And I was like, this is amazing. Reviewed that, and then reviewed another one. And then they reached out and they were like, that's so kind, that you were so nice, And I was like, no, it's for real, man. Like, those weren't mine. I handled them. They were legitimately good. And then they said, we want to build you something. That's the story behind that. That's full. This channel's always been full transparency. So some people are gonna be like, sellout. Can't be a sellout if I gave them a positive review first and then they reached out to me afterwards, which is why I said, okay. I told them, I said, that's way too generous. You don't have to do that. And they said, no, we insist. So since I had already given my honest thoughts, and my thoughts could not, in that case, be swayed by a free, very expensive knife, I said, okay. But when somebody wants to do that up front without me ever handling it, it's like, are you trying to buy a positive review here, right? It might sound like that'd be difficult to turn down, but it isn't. Because people on the internet will point it out. It's pretty easy for people to go, no, this doesn't sit right with us, So, yeah. Let's see here. I still out for a Herman, no shame. I'm not saying it wouldn't be tempting, but it's like, so they make, let's say like the opposite happened. Let's say that they reach out to me and they're like, we'll make you this $3,000 knife and then send it to you for review. Well, that'd be hard. Like, what if I get it and I'm like, there are problems? I would. It's easy to say that. It's like, I would still point it out. But I do, even when I get free stuff, I say, here's what's wrong with it. It'd be harder on a more expensive knife, but I'd still have to do it. It's a disservice to the community to lie about it, So it was easy for me. It was a lot easier for me to accept because I had handled their stuff and I was like, nah, I already know it's good. By the time I got my Herman, I had 3 examples come across my table and they were all excellent. So, and I just ordered another one. So I, legitimately I like them. Tooch's Corner. Welcome to Knights Around, Knights Raise Your Swords. All hail Tooch's Corner. Enjoy the badges and Excalibur emojis. Make sure you guys are entering. What time is it? We are halfway, 29:40. Weird how my brain just knows the halfway point. If you have not entered for the mystery knife, here's the instructions. Step 1, subscribe. Step 2, there's a link in the description. Click on it. And leave a comment under it. Tristan Murphy, thanks for donation. Again, speaking of Herman, have you looked at an Ishtar? Still super appreciated, by the way, LOL. I really want to review one, and I'm hoping that I get an opportunity. I think Nick has one. I have to ask him about that. I'm fairly certain it feels like the other models. It looks awesome. Is the Ishtar bigger than the Slim? Is it longer than the Slim? I don't know. MC does reviews plugged into a lie detector. I mean, technically we all do. Like, the audience is the ultimate lie detector. People know in a heartbeat. I mean, like, consider the viewing audience a hive mind. They will figure out if you're lying every single time. Like, I can accept, people tell me all the time they just don't like the way that I present information. But I have almost never had someone call me a liar. And I think that's just the human people know, when people are lying or when there is, cause for like some kind of, is this wait, this is a little fishy, right? Sometimes new people will pop in and they just assume that every knife that comes in the channel is just granted to me. And I have to explain to them, I'm like, no, you must be new because I say all the time, these knives go back, right? And a lot of the free stuff I give away. So no, a good review can't be bought just with a knife. Like, it's cool when I get free stuff, but like that's anybody who thinks you can buy a positive review with a free knife here is kidding themselves. Randall Perry, what's up, man? I like Randall. I've seen his comments a lot on YouTube here lately, and actually for a while. So it's nice to see him join Knights of the Round. Knights raise your swords. All hail Randall Perry. I enjoy the badges and Excalibur emojis. Did I miss the drawing? No, you didn't. 332 people in here and only 166 likes? Is that joke still... Are we still doing that? It's been like 2 years. Oh, man. MC, what's your favorite blade shape for an EDC knife? So, aesthetically, my favorite blade shape is this simple drop point. I also really like harpoon blades. But for actually using, like for an actual user, like a very low belly sheep's foot or Wharncliffe, I think is probably my favorite EDC blade shape because the stuff that I do with a pocket knife is made simpler by that downward slanted nose, like the draw cuts or digging into packages. That's the kind of stuff that that I generally do with a knife. So those blade shapes are more friendly to me. J Gemini M390, what's up, man? Make sure you subscribe to J Gemini M390 on YouTube. Can't think of something cool to say. I just got a Pena, and it's the beans. Thanks for the content and support. Also, let me see the Seiko. Oh, okay, sure. I have a couple of Seikos here because I gave one of my Seikos away, if you guys remember. So the two that I still have are the one that Nick got me because it's symbolic. You know, the funny thing being that, and sorry, neither of them are, I've got one that says it's going, but they're not correct in the time. The standard Seiko Samurai Blue was Nick Shabazz's old watch, and he sold it to me, and I thought it's just funny because he's the guy who says, don't get into watches. And then I found that I just really like Seiko, so I bought a King Samurai, which is the black one here, and I love it. I still wear both of these watches. This King Samurai has the ceramic bezel and the sapphire lens, and it's also got a fancier bracelet. But they're both excellent. These are I just really like if you're gonna spend hundreds of dollars on a watch, like I haven't found anything I like the looks of as much as the Samurai. Jacob sends it. MC, I don't know if you have, but have you ever tried a Hinderer? I think they're pretty good. I've cried. Let's see here. What's my least favorite blade steel? 420J. It's not even a blade steel. I also don't like the 7CR, the 3, and a lot of the CR steels until you hit the 9 CRs, right? 8CR 14 is kind of, is that like AUS 10? It's okay, maybe. The 9CR stuff, I know that as you go up, it's different. It's not like they get better as the numbers go up. It's just like the composition, the multi-directional teeter-totter changes but it's a beneficial balance past the 9s. It seems like below, especially like the 7s and lower are all garbage. But 420J, like it's just terrible. Like 420J San Mai is fine. Monterey Bay Knives is in here. What's up? 420J San Mai, but that's not what you're using as the actual core, right? You got ZDP as the core. 420J, I imagine the reason you use that is because it's unbelievably stainless. Am I correct? I'm actually honored that Monterey Bay Knives is in here. That's pretty cool. But if they use the San Mai, like they're adding like this massive amount of corrosion resistance and probably toughness, I would imagine. But 420J or like surgical steel, yeah, exactly. Like that's not something you want. As the blade. Monterey Bay can probably correct like my obvious, like my caveman understanding. They're going to know better than me. But I would imagine that that's why. Hitachi makes ZDP. I don't know why Hitachi makes ZDP San Mai and 420J. I mean, I would guess 420J is going to be really tough and really stainless. So if you're going to jacket something like ZDP is weird because it's not. A lot of people say it's stainless and a lot of people say it's right on the line, right? But it's super high Rockwell hardness and really like heavy on the potential edge retention, right? Sometimes it can be brittle, so I would imagine you jacket it with 420J and you get better balance there. I think the ZDP gets super hard and the 420J stays pretty mild. There you go. Okay, makes sense. That's why it's D2 learn to sharpen. That's why I say D2 learn to sharpen and learn to keep it clean. Yeah, I mean D2 is one of the best steels to learn how to sharpen on because it's not necessarily easy. But if you can sharpen well heat treated D2, I mean, number one, it's not going to cost you very much. If you screw it up, oh well, you're probably out $30 to $40, right? But if you can figure out how to properly sharpen, well heat treated D2, you're probably going to be okay, right? So it's worth dicking up a few D2 blades. Tristan Murphy, thanks again for the donation. Hurry up and use and film the Clark review, and I'll trade it out for the Herman E-Star I just got. Okay, all right, deal. I'll get that done next week, buddy. I appreciate that. I missed some donations. Okay, my bad. Let me go back. I'm sorry. J Gemini M390, thanks for the donation. He says Magna Dole. I don't know what that means. And 1 Minute Knife Review. Subscribe to 1 Minute Knife Review on YouTube. He says just trolling with money. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. What is the knife next to the mystery box? That's the Bestech, the production collab with Jason Clark. The Spanish tip razor, which I really thought would be lame. This is the one that I unboxed, I think, today. And yeah, I really thought that this would be like this ho-hum knife that I was like, okay. But no, they did a liner lock, and it has actual titanium bolsters. It's a titanium liner lock with a steel lock bar insert. Really nice bolsters, really nice micarta, contoured, M390 blade, and ridiculously smooth action. And they actually did a nice milled clip. It's really simple. It's just a rectangle. But yeah, I was like, wow, this is really nice. So I was pretty impressed with it. Really like that one. I think anybody who decides to pick that up will also be happy with it. Have you shaved with that razor yet? I mean, I would, but I don't think the owner wants to get my facial hair back with their knife. That'd be gross. How much is a custom Spanish razor? The one that I reviewed, which was sent to me by my buddy Jeff, I think was between $1,200 and $1,500. I think. It was Vegas Forge or Chad Nichols Damascus with a Damascus bolster and then carbon fiber, maybe fat carbon fiber scales, something like that. It was exactly the same as this, but it was all dressed up and done by Jason Clark. Out of 10, what would you rate the Paragon for EDC? -5? That knife makes no sense for EDC whatsoever. That knife is a well-made fidget knife. That is a super, like, if you don't have anything else to use, well, yeah, it's plenty durable. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, it's not like a lot of people will make arguments for convenience. I would say no. Because it requires like specific timing, and like it's more of a conversation piece and just a, Paragon showing off like, hey, look what we can do. It is well machined and well made. A couple of wonky things here and there, but edge geometry is kind of weird. The whole thing is just kind of weird and awkward, but it's cool and it's well made. For EDC though, nah. Are you getting your F3NS back from Russia, or did you return the item? A lot of people keep asking me about that. So it needed to go back to GAW for sharpening, and they said, do you want us to like wait, or do you just want to credit and you can buy something else? And I said, I'll take the credit because I know that I will buy another F3NS. I'm not going to blame GAW for that. That's just something that happens, periodically. So I'll buy another F3NS at some point, but they gave me a credit, so because I'm sure they knew it was going to be a while and they didn't have any in stock. So, do I have a shrine to Andrew Demko in the house? Yeah, I have a life-size marble cutout of the Demko brothers right behind me. I'm not going to show you, but just trust me, it's there. Where would you rate or place Damascus steel? Well, that's hard because Damascus steel is not one specific thing. If you're talking about Damasteel or Damacore, those are proprietary. They are always the same composition. But Damascus can be any two steels, which is why you can get on Amazon or eBay and find a Damascus knife for $15, right? It's because it's crap Damascus. But some of the Vegas Forge stuff or the Chad Nichols stuff is really, really nice. I mean, you can take literally any two compositions and make Damascus out of it. So it depends on what the compositions are. Premium Damascus is wonderful. I mean, if I have the option to get premium Damascus on a really nice knife, I'm gonna go for that over a composition. Like, even if I can get like, Rex 121 or whatever, bet highest edge retention ever, I'd rather have premium Damascus, but it needs to be the real thing, right? You could make Damascus out of 420J and 8CR 13 MOV, right? It's like, well, it's Damascus, but it's not very good, right? Goku, what's up, man? Thanks for the donation. Did you know today is Rick Hinderer's birthday? I didn't. Happy birthday, Rick Hinderer. Swords in the chat for Rick Hinderer. Also, I was able to make a deal and get a Bowie Eclipse. I've been lusting after with a tie scale. Nice, man. It's awesome. Very cool. Somebody asked something about Balisongs. Yeah. He said, Tristan did. He said, Tristan gave me a chance to look into it, and I encouraged him to do so. I should. I just can't get into Balisongs. I just can't be like, ooh, I don't know. Maybe if I learned how to use them, like learned how to like flip them, I will never secede to the idea that a Balisong is a practical thing to carry. I had somebody like type me up a book, all the reasons why a Balisong is more practical than a regular folding knife, and I was like, no. I appreciate the effort, but no, you're never going to convince me. I think they're cool, and I respect the heck out of people who can, flip them and stuff, but practical over like say a pair of 3, no. Just get a really good trainer and play with it carefree. I do have a trainer. Actually, I gave it to my son. He loves it, but I should play with that one. Let's see here. Strawberry Rocket Fuel. You ever have any near I'm done with knives moments? I've gotten really frustrated. I got myself really bad one time. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. I have a scar on this part of my finger right here. That was from a Benchmade Contigo. And I remember being really, really frustrated because of the position of the cut and the depth of the cut. I nearly filleted my finger with it. I dropped it on accident and caught it by the blade before it hit the floor, and I should have just let it go. I was pretty frustrated. Also, when I accidentally got myself with and this was recently, with the Heretic, what's the single action OTF? Accidentally opened that into my hand, and it caught this callus right here. It was bad, but it wasn't too. It caught a lot of dead skin, just from the depth of this callus. But it split that thing down the middle and it went in a good 1/4 of an inch. That was brutal, and I was definitely, when like you accidentally cut yourself or injure yourself and you're just more mad than anything. That's what happened. I was just like, man, I hate knives right now. That was the situation. Tristan Murphy, thanks for the donation. 1, that was me. 2, I can show you how to flip when I swap out the Hermit Claw. All right, cool, man. Show me, please. I'll take some pointers. Blade Edge, what's up, man? He says, what's up, Complex? Thanks for the donation, by the way. Glad I finally made it. I missed a couple weeks, but I'm back. Got my Vero Isotope delivered today. Man, one of 2021's best. I agree. The Vero Isotope is absolutely one of the best knives of 2021. Are we still okay on the live stream? Okay, yeah, there's my elbow. Wow, the one and only Michael. Thanks for that. That was very generous of you. Thank you. Loving your channel, brother. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Not have to do that. It's 45. Few more minutes here and we will unveil the knife. It's not like, I'm not giving away a $500 knife here, but this is a cool knife. And I was the person so I ended up with 2 because Kubi sent me one. And the person who sent theirs was like, this is a sleeper. This is a good knife. And I was like, okay. And I looked at it and I was like, this is nice. This is a really nice knife. So let's see here. I just gave away who made it. Oh well. Would you recommend the ZT 0562 CF? Definitely. Absolutely. That was my first nice knife ever. That was my first real nice knife. What's my favorite knife from a movie or TV show? In Walking Dead, what's his name? Carries a Gemini, Team Bussy Gemini. Bussy Team Gemini. Daryl carries a Bussy Team Gemini fixed blade, and I remember seeing it on his hip, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that is so cool! I love that." $600 fixed blade. Very cool. And I'm pretty sure there's a PM2 in season 2. Rick's wife, I think, is carrying a PM2 in part of season 2. I might be mistaken. Flip and show off the knives. Yeah, I haven't done that, have I? Get them all out here. Best Deck collab with Jason Clark, Spanish tip razor. We have the Vero Isotope 1 of 9 in Damascus. Very lucky to have that one as part of my personal collection. TW Price design. The Dawn prototype. This is sure to be an absolute home run. That's just a freaking good design. We have the Les George VECP V3 non-flipper running on phosphor bronze. That knife has not changed at all since like 2014. Excuse me. We have, of course, the Paragon Warlock in titanium. An S35 yen. I'm being, careful with that because I don't want to drop it. We have the Varga VBR in Damasteel and Mokutai pocket clip and backspacer. This is mine. Very cool. I can't believe we haven't talked about this. We have a Sharp by Design Void XL Custom, which is full zirconium frame. Ooh, boy, this is a spicy freaking meatball, guys. God, Sharp by Design makes the best knives in the whole world, hands down. And then we have the Rockstead Psi T. Definitely the most expensive knife out on the table, unless I'm mistaken with the Zerk. I don't know how much that Void XL runs. I think that's well over $1,000. I just don't know exactly. It's not mine. That was sent by a viewer. We have the Clark Gunstock, Tristan's knife. Easily the smoothest knife, by a landslide, the smoothest knife on the table. My Hinderer Eclipse Bowie, full titanium, and then the Hinderer EK Dagger, which is the fixed blade up here. We'll just set that bad boy down right there. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, that void is nasty, nasty, nasty. Very, very cool. Better quality QSP. Well, that's hard. I mean, like, they're both, I don't know. They're both really good. Like, both of them are really good. There's 412 people, and it's not bad considering I didn't announce it on social media. Thank you. If you're one of the 412 people who are in here right now, thank you very much for joining my live stream tonight. I really didn't think, I thought there'd be, half of that in here because I didn't say anything. But I'm really glad you guys are hanging out tonight. Thank you. Yo, MC, best sub $200 EDC folder / flipper. The Ritter Hogue, RSK MK1 or Mach 1 G2, M390 and G10. I think this is probably the best value under. It's about $160. This is probably the best value under 200. There's a lot of great knives out there, and a lot of people say you can get titanium and M390 from this company. Like, I'm always going to put the American manufactured stuff first because it's that much more impressive when you can get something that good, right? And that the Ritter Hogue is such a perfect design, and that's going to be my number one pick. What's the best cheap EDC knife? The QSP Penguin. QSP Penguin is the best. That's a $29 knife. QSP Penguin is the ultimate like bang for your buck knife. Is it time? Yeah, 51. Okay, it's time. So this case doesn't actually belong with the knife. It is a Kubi. It's a nicer, it's a more premium Kubi. This is titanium and S30V, and it's a front flipper, but it's also a liner lock, which I loved. Countersunk liner lock. Nice and smooth, right? Good sort of wiggle shut action. Nice front flipper, very snappy. Nice milling on the titanium. Nice 3D milled clip. This is really, really good. I was really impressed by the Kubi Barracuda is what this is. S30V and titanium, and just like all the way around. It's got lugs that are attached to the frame, and you can see in there they run on a channel. There's a lot of really, really nice details with this guy, and I was so impressed with it. It's a nice looking knife too. On top of that, it's an incredible weight because this is all milled out. It's like 7.5 inches, 7.25. I think it's about 7.5 inches. It's a good size. It's just a really all the way around excellent EDC profile. Some nice titanium, some blue titanium accents. So there's titanium all over this thing. This is just a really, really nice knife. And I can't remember what these go for. They like 130. What are these? Can somebody tell me what does the Kubi Barracuda go for? It's just a good knife. Give everybody a sec to go ahead and make sure that you have entered on the link. Give everybody just a moment to. Let me get the iPad out. You guys go ahead and just make sure that you have left your comment. I'm sure the population will climb to at least 450 now that everybody knows it's time for me to give this away. All right, hang on here. Oh no. There's no way. The iPad is dead. I'm so dumb. Give me a sec here, guys. Of course. Because why would it not? Why would it be? Okay, I might have to do this on the laptop. Yeah, that's what's going to have to happen. I will draw off the laptop. We've had to do that before. It's awkward because I have to hold the laptop in front of the camera, just like the iPad. I don't even know where the charger is for the iPad. Where is that? Oh my god. What did I do with the iPad charger? I'm gonna have to find that. That's not good. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. Bear with me. I'm finding the site here on my computer, which I have just off camera. Always a backup. There's always a way out. One sec here, guys. Let me go in and copy the link. There's the link right there. Let's copy it. There we go. Okay. Go back out. Make sure you guys are still chatting. Oh, I have to watch my own ad again. I wonder if I get paid for watching my own ads. I've never really understood if they pay me by like when people click on ads or just from watching them. I have no idea. Okay, let's try this and make sure that it works before I paste the link right there. Let me hit, I'm doing this on my end to make sure it's fetching the appropriate amount of comments. It looks like it's working, but let's just test this before I go through the trouble of holding my laptop in front. Yeah, okay. Wow, there's a lot of you. Okay. Let me get back to the live so I can see everybody. Clicks are worth more. Okay. I don't know. Ad revenue goes up a lot in the these months. Once we get into the holidays, ad revenue goes way up. But still, this is the truth. Every YouTuber will tell you this. Ad revenue, unless you have millions of subscribers or at least hundreds and hundreds of thousands, and it's not even subscribers. People get that confused. People think that YouTubers get paid on how many subscribers they have. Listen, if I have 1 million subscribers, but I'm only getting, 50,000 views a month, then the subscriber count means nothing. Like, I'm happy for my subs, but people have to actually be watching the content. We don't get paid anything for the number of subscribers that we have. We want subscribers because it's that much more likely that our videos are going to get viewed, because that many people hopefully have their notifications turned on and are getting this upfront sort of like, hey, that creator that you follow made a video, rather than leaving it up to the algorithm. So no, we do not get paid off subscribers. Having millions of subscribers doesn't do you any good unless your content's getting viewed. So some channels don't have very many subscribers at all, but their content is getting millions of views a month. And those people are going to make way more money, even if their subscriber count is substantially lower. So if you've ever been curious about that, that's how that works. Sub counts are great, but they don't really, like that's not really the best indicator of, whether or not that channel is successful. Tristan Murphy, general rule of thumb to live off YouTube is 100 to 150K. General rule of thumb, if you are fully dependent on ad revenue and you have a consistent upload schedule, then yeah, Tristan Murphy is probably very accurate. Otherwise, it ain't gonna happen. Making a living off YouTube is a nearly impossible thing. But some people do it, Okay, it's time, guys. I know people are like, okay, shut up, Complex. draw the name. Okay, the one and only Michael. Welcome to Knights Around Knights Raise Your Swords. All hail the one and only Michael. Enjoy the badges and swords, Michael. Okay. Let's go ahead and awkwardly hold my computer in front of the camera here. Most primitive YouTube channel. Okay, so here is my laptop and the screen that never gets cleaned off. We're going to do paste, and here's the link, right? I don't know if you guys can see it or make it out, but that's the link. We're going to hit fetch. Right down here, it says include replies. I'm going to go no, do not include replies. And then we're going to hit continue, and it's going to populate the number of commenters. I think it was 650 or so, which makes sense. There's 469 of you in here now. Oh, we're over 700 now. Oh, no, 679 comments. Okay, here we go. The winner of the Kubi Barracuda is, cross your fingers, here we go, Carlos M. Osorio. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. He says, awesome. Thank you for the giveaway. Fingers crossed for this one. You won, buddy. Carlos M. Osorio. Is he in here? Let me write his name down so that he knows. Let me get a piece of printer paper. Sorry. Bear with me. But yes, congratulations. Let me get back to the live stream here so I can see. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Congrats. Is he in here? Carlos, are you in here, bud? Can't tell. He's not here. It's okay. It's all right because he'll probably he hasn't responded yet. He'll probably come back. I mean, like people are busy. Some people watch this like while they're working, and it's not like they can leave it open, you know. So let me write his name. Oh no, do I not have a marker down here? It's so much easier when I have a marker. Oh, there's one. I got a Sharpie. Well, not a real one, but a partial. Okay, let's write his. Let me get his name. Right here. Let's see. Carlos. And then, oh, sorry, my daughter is absolutely throwing a fit right now. That's what you're hearing in the background. Ossorio. Okay. There he is. Oh, well, let's write winner underneath there. Winner. Okay. I am so sorry. My daughter is obviously not having a good time right now. How do you contact me? Carlos, let me hold this up. You'll need to contact me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your shipping information sometime within the next 7 days. I will, if you get it to me before Thursday, then I will ship it this Thursday. So yeah, you'll receive that, the original packaging and everything. I've got all of that. So congratulations again to Carlos. All right, let's pull this back up here real quick. Take a look at the end here. Oh, he is? Is he in here? Sorry, I'm just now getting back. Is Carlo Ossorio in here? There's another guy in here named Carlos. He's like, I'm Carlos. All right. Well, I'm sure he'll come back and watch it. Hey, this was fun for kind of a random, like, not really, not really making mention of it on social media. But yeah, this was a blast. He said re-roll MC. Yeah, don't try to cheat. We had somebody try to cheat, some idiot. Like, I told people, I said, don't message me if you're not the winner. And people were like, well, I bet I could sneak past. I bet I'm smart enough. I'll just make another profile with the same name. That'll get him. Guys, don't do that. Do you really think that that's all it takes to sneak a win by me? By duplicating the username and creating an email address that looks like it would be associated with said username? Ha-ha. That's not gonna work. Some idiot thought that would work, that's all it would take, right? Like the security that I apply to this, the way that I figure out who's telling the truth and who's lying, which I'm not going to tell you, by the way. No, that's not going to work. Don't do that. Don't. Unless you want me to put you on blast, right? Because remember, you're going to have to tell me what your address is. So don't do that. Unless you're the winner. If you're the actual winner, then yeah, do that. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you're thinking about trying to scam my giveaways. That's not a good idea. Anyways, MC really works for the CIA. No, I don't. But I do have tricky ways of figuring out who's lying. Let's see here. We have second Carlos here. He shall be king now. It's just like the other Carlos is absorbing the win from the initial Carlos. No, the original Carlos is still the winner. Okay, guys, that's going to be it tonight. Congratulations again, Carlos M. Ossorio. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Yeah. That's it. I'm going to go assist with the children because obviously it's probably kind of difficult for my wife. But anyways, guys, I had fun tonight. I hope you had fun tonight. And as always, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for being here, hanging out with me. I do these because they're fun. That's why I do them. I just enjoy hanging out and chatting it up with you guys. So thank you so much. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Saturday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.